Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Coming at you today with a bass fishing report and an overcap of how awesome of a weekend I had. But anyway, just a heads up, you guys that are here for the fishing report. I'll go ahead and get that to you guys at the first end of this video, so you're not stuck hearing all of my wonderful stories I had with my little 5-year-old granddaughter and my oldest boy this weekend. But anyway, let's show you guys current conditions here in Clearlake. You can see the water is definitely more stained than it has been. I've got my bass boat back on the water. There's Old Glory. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. Bass boat back on the water, hoorah. But anyway, bass fishing. I have 2 fry garters under my deck, and that's pretty much what's going on for the most part. The fry garters and bedfish and a few post-spawn females. What I've been getting is for these fry garters, the number one way that we've been catching them, me and my buddies, I had a bunch of my RV bass buddies up here this weekend, and it's been chatterbait and Cinco on the and it's kind of a later day, early morning thing with that, because the wind's really been coming up, and it's been a challenge. But that's been one way to catch them. And of course, I know you guys hate hearing this, but the number one way to catch them right now is still, hello, Mr. Drop Shot. So you big tough guys, you're not going to want to hear that, but you guys that love to catch fish, it's all about that drop shot right now consistently. But you can catch them from 10 feet to 1 foot. So it's you know, whatever you like to do, just focus on that and go get her done. It's just like the biggest bags I know of right now have been in the low 20s, and it's all been bedfish. I know of one buzzbait fish, and that's the dock talk coming from my friends. Personally, what's been happening with me on the bass fishing, it's been glide baits, it's been Cinco, and it's been drop shot. My flip bait has not taken off, and I still have not got my first frog fish. And I've been going out at prime times trying to force feed that frog bite, trying to force feed that buzzbait bite, because I'm just hard-headed, and that's the way I like to catch them. So I'm going to keep trying that until it works. But you know, so with that said, you know, come up here, be open-minded. If you really want to catch a fish, you're going to have to come up here and be open-minded, because you can honestly catch them any way that you want to. There's a reaction bite, there's the bed fish, there's lots going on. You just come up here and figure out what you like to do, and if it's not working, don't be a hard head like me and actually give the fish what they want instead of what you want, and you'll have a better numbers day. But there's a lot of quality fish. There were a couple 7-pounders and 6-pounders caught this weekend, and they're out there. They're there to catch. So the water's starting the day in the high 60s and ending up in the mid 70s. The water levels only dropped about 3 inches this week, so the water level's not going a lot down, because I'll put a little link on here. On, I believe it was Sunday, we had a crazy little rainstorm come through here, and I mean it was dumping buckets there for a little while. So that just kind of came out of nowhere on us. It's, you know, it didn't, the Weather Channel really didn't show much going on for that, and it snuck up on us. We were out catfishing when that came in, and my little 5-year-old granddaughter thought the lightning and the thunder was pretty awesome, but Grandpa was about to poop his pants. We came back in and rode that one out. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the fishing report for you guys that are here for the fishing report. But now to the fun weekend we had. I'm telling you, when the bass fishing's not so much fun, go get yourself some shrimp and go get yourself some Bar S hot dogs, the cheapest pack of hot dogs you can find. Tie yourself on a 1/2 ounce weight with a slider and just an EKG hook and some magic string, and go out and target the catfish, because we had an absolute blast. We caught them from 5 pounds to 20 pounds. And the last 2.5 days, we probably caught 25 catfish, and it was an absolute blast. But the cutest thing that happened is my little granddaughter has her Moana pole. Mind you, she caught 4 bass, she caught 1 big crappie, she caught 2 bluegills, and she caught a 12-pound catfish on that Moana pole. It was the cutest darn thing I believe I've ever seen in my entire life. But the catfishing's on. We had a blast with the catfishing, and the crappie she caught was the only one we caught. And normally I catch tons of crappie just by accident, and I honestly don't know what's going on with the crappie fishing. We were throwing the little kitex, and just, in between here and there while we're catfishing, you stand up and make a couple casts with that little kitex. You should just by accident catch a 2-pound crappie here and there. And 2 pretty good days of fishing kind of hard, and making an honest attempt to get some crappie, because let's face it, I mean, getting in a big school of crappie with a 5-year-old granddaughter, that would have been heaven, and we got just the one crappie. So don't know what's going on there, but I'm telling you, if you want to just come up here and have a great time with your family right now, come up here and target those catfish, or just do a little bit of both. I mean, who says you got to come up and just catfish? I mean, Clearlake has a lot of everything in it, and you can come up here and really have a great time. But what I think is going to be happening, we got the warmer weather again. The buzzbait's going to break loose. The frog bite's going to break loose. The flip bite is already improving, but we're probably catching, those are probably bed fish, and we just don't know it because you can't see them. So come up here ready to flip. Tie your drop shot on. Use your head. Drop shot. You'll catch them. Cinco, frog, buzzbait. There's a chatterbait bite going on, but with that said, you spinnerbait guys should be doing well also. So all the regular arsenal stuff that should be happening. I saw my buddy Kent Brown. He was in my backyard the other day, and he was throwing a frog, and he did get a few bites. So some of my buddies are getting the frog bites on the smaller frogs. So I'm gonna, another thing, quit being hard-headed and tie on what the fish want. So I'm gonna downsize my frogs a little bit when I go out this evening, and see how true it is, see if it works for me. But anyway, I want to give a shout out to one of my buddies, Zach from Live Fast Moment YouTube. He's another guide up here that guides the Delta and Clearlake a lot. But he's a guy that will shoot you guys some straight info, and some, he's very educational, and he's a channel you guys can go and really get some great information. And don't forget about Ross at Clearlake Guide Service. You guys out there that just search YouTube for fishing reports, you guys are pretty lucky. There's some guys up here that are really doing a great job, in my opinion, on that. So, man, I wish they were around back when I was trying to win a bunch of money playing this game. But anyway, the Memorial Day weekend wasn't too crazy. I only had to holler at one person all weekend, which is kind of, I'm gonna call that a success. Only one butthole out of the whole weekend on Memorial Day. That's kind of a miracle. But anyway, with that said, remember, when you're up here, just be kind to others. Take a kid fishing, treat people the way you want to be treated. And hey, this is supposed to be fun. Keep it fun. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel and watching. And I mean that. I really do appreciate you guys. So as usual, peace out. Memorial Day weekend at the Keys. Didn't see this one coming. Holy smokes. I got friends out on the main lake fishing. I bet they're loving life. Got the boat back on the water. Bass aren't biting. We've been out catfishing.
What's the weeds already growing there, Dad? What is that?
Pontoon locked and loaded for the catfish.
Really stinky too. Why don't they don't have that thing to help put up or whatever? Yeah. That goes out on the harvest.
I'm not gonna that big.
Whoa! Holy cow!
Daddy, can you get it?
Hold on. Oh, she got a big crappie.
What do you do when the bass aren't biting? You go catfishing. Well, damn, he's a nice one, huh? That big catfish, Devin. Devin's collecting rocks, and Daddy's catching catfish, and Grandpa's hiding in the shade. He's a fatty, huh, son? Need the pliers?